My squad leader leaned over while we were cleaning rifles and asked, "Are you left-handed?" Or just scared? I looked down at my hands. They were shaking so bad the cleaning rod was tapping against the barrel. I tried to brush it off. "Just tired, Sergeant." She didn't buy it. Staff Sergeant Dawson had been running supply convoys for 15 years. She'd seen it all. She sat down across from me, didn't say a word, just started cleaning her own rifle, waiting. The armory was empty except for us. Everyone else was at dinner. I'd skipped it 3 nights straight now. "Private Reyes," she said without looking up, "your hand started shaking 5 days ago. You stopped eating. You sign up for every late shift that keeps you out of the barracks." My throat went tight. Something happened on that last run. It wasn't a question. I kept my eyes on the rifle parts on the table. Bolt, carrier, charging handle, spring. I knew every piece by heart. I stared at them so I wouldn't have to look at anything else. "I saw something," I finally said. Dawson stopped cleaning, set her rifle down slow. "What did you see?" The words felt like glass in my throat. "Corporal Banks. The night before the truck bomb hit our convoy. Banks was dead. Everyone knew that. Silver Star. Memorial flag folded for his husband. The whole thing. What about him?" I shut my eyes. I couldn't sleep that night. Went past the gate to clear my head. Stupid, I know, but I saw Banks near the south checkpoint. He was talking to some guy, a local, I think. They traded something. Banks handed him papers. Maps maybe. The guy handed Banks an envelope. Dawson didn't move. The next morning, our convoy took a road that wasn't in any briefing. Banks pushed for it, said he had word the main highway was rigged. My hands were shaking worse now. 20 minutes later, the bomb hit. Killed Banks and 2 others. But here's the thing. I looked up at Dawson for the first time. The blast was placed perfect. Like someone knew exactly where our trucks would be. The armory went dead quiet. "You think Banks set up his own convoy?" Dawson asked quietly. "I think Banks was supposed to live. I think whenever he got paid, he was supposed to be in a different truck. But Private Olson asked to swap seats with him at the last second because she got sick riding in the back. Olson was one of the 2 who died with him." Dawson let out a slow breath. "Why didn't you report this?" "To who?" My voice cracked. "Banks is a hero now. His family got a folded flag and a medal. The colonel gave a speech about his sacrifice. You want me to walk in and tell them our newest war hero sold out his own unit for cash?" "Yes," Dawson said. No pause at all. "That's exactly what you do. They'll say I'm lying. They'll say I'm smearing a dead man. His husband just adopted a baby. His parents." "Private Reyes," Dawson cut me off. "3 people are dead. I know. God, I know. If Banks did what you're saying, there's a reason. Someone paid him. That means there's a money trail. There's a contact still out there. There could be others like Banks in other units." She stood up, walked to the door, locked it. Then she came back and sat down across from me again. "I'm going to tell you something that doesn't leave this room." I nodded. 8 months ago, the investigators flagged strange wire transfers to 3 soldiers in this brigade. Small amounts, no clear source. They couldn't prove anything, so it went cold. She paused. "Banks wasn't one of the 3. My blood ran cold. But if what you saw is true, then Banks was a 4th, which means this isn't one soldier making a bad call. This is a ring." She pulled out her phone. "I'm calling them tonight. You're going to tell them everything. And tomorrow we're going to find out who else in this brigade has been getting envelopes at checkpoints." My hands were still shaking, but for the first time in 5 days, it felt like the right kind of fear. What if they don't believe me? Dawson looked at me hard. "Then we find the proof ourselves." She made the call. 18 hours later, they raided 5 lockers in our battalion. They found $55,000 in cash and a burner phone with the coordinates to our next patrol route. 4 soldiers were arrested that night. Banks, the Silver Star, was pulled a year later after his bank records finally turned up. His husband returned the flag. I still clean my rifle every night. My hands don't shake anymore, but I never skip dinner because Sergeant Dawson still checks.